streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it, I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop, that's dangerous. If you aim with it, you throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time for. I ain't got the booze, stack with me, don't come through, the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time.
All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And off we go from Las Vegas. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now Griffin on first down. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Griffin. Flush to his right. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, here's Griffin. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man,
Trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here's Griffin. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You don't
deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Alstott.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a buck.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Young.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They go again with Alstott.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They go play action. Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jordan Reed. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Flushed out right. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Griffin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Another carry here for the fullback all-stop.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Now 2nd and 3. They run once more with Dillon.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They run the quick dive with Allstott.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Allstott.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. On the give, this is their fullback. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside handoff, Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. The play fake. Now Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown! Jordan Reed. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Play action. It's Griffin. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Griffin rolling to his left.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw is RG3. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Young here to throw. A short little throw taken in by Reed.
Big strides, look at him go. Inside the 20.
Touchdown! Reed, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming day.
Right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's got Gronkowski on the comebacker. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he'll be down at the...
First off, my name told, but it's really told that you got a BM that keep my season, that keep me full. Go up wearing platinum fubu on the Southwest eating fufu, and the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up. Long ways from the days I'd evade Valley. Nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like a chopper. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my cotters. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. Oh God, I'm a my queen in yellow Bravo. Yeah, we on baby number Quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye. Yeah. Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Cut the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. The right man, baby, I'm yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back. Run it back, let's go to runs. Run it back when I go to run. I'll be back like another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, I'm running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Bobby act, run it back. And you see how I act, within a lag. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo. Right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her
double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, run into the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.